Yo, it's DaBLackKing Goku, and I thought I'd show off some things. So yeah, let's see what's going on here on Facebook real quick. Oh, was that all? That's Shelter Survival. This game I've been playing for a while. I briefly mentioned this on Facebook as me, Brian Gotzi. But not as me, DaBLackKing. And as usual, this is like Final Fantasy 15, a new empire. But however, this is Last Shelter of Survival, where you have to fight against zombies, not monsters. Well, they are technically monsters. Now, I would normally put this on, but I'm going to turn off the sound because of copyright issues, so... Oh, let's see what's going on here. Anyway, as you can tell, this is my base, and, well, you can't already tell I actually had to expand in order, but it gives you like an experience. Whoa. Can't let them attack my base. Sometimes that can happen. It doesn't happen all the time. There's a lot of times you can also unforesee zombies getting into your base, no matter what you're doing. So, that's what you can do. See, unlike in Final Fantasy 15, which they had a demo for, which made no sense, but anyway. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Now, because of copyright issues, I cannot let this thing be said, but it's got a cool soundtrack. It's like, I'm not sure who it's by, but I think it's like by Slipknot or... because I was trying to find that song, believe it or not, but at the same time, I was also trying to, well, not at the same time, I was looking for either that or, what's the name of that band now? Oh, right, Death Clock. Actually, I didn't bother to type in Death Clock. I forgot the name, but to be fair, but I even looked at Bat Metal wasn't the same song. So I don't know who it's coming from, but it's a great song. So I'm showing off my bass here. I'm not sure how well it expands to, because see, right now I can't do any of these. It did give me the option to for some reason other than at one point, but then I said no. So let's see right there. That means I can upgrade or not upgrade, expand my bass, which I don't know if that affects over here or not, because it should be moving this over, because that would make more sense to me, because that right there at some point will be cut off anyway. So yeah, I would think that we need or would need expansions over here, because, well, you know, this also reminds me of another game and I can't think of it now, but it's only on Facebook, and it's got well, dragons in it, but it's not the game that's solely based on dragons. It has dragons in it. Of course, there's another game as well. It's got military. But anyway, and there's that. This building I can't never seem to do unless I've got like I have no idea what that even means. I also need to know where to get those concrete blocks so I can make some things outside of my base. Okay, I put some. This is into the thing. Okay. I honestly don't know. So anyway, this is my alliance, and it doesn't tell you the name of my alliance, unfortunately, but it will if I go in here. See? The name of my alliance is DaBLackKing. I am DaBLackKing. I mean, you know, I'm the commander. DaBLackKing. Hello, guys. This is DaBLackKing, the best new in the house. You know, that kind of thing, but anyway. So what it is what you gotta do is, I believe it was like 7 or something like that. I can't remember what it said. You have to be like around there before you can, 7 or 8. And you can get a free, you can create one, but you have to have diamonds for if you want to do that early. But if you want to do it the first time on your own, you have to wait till a certain level. Like most games, you have to be a certain level. Especially if you do it for free. And then there's some games that actually requires you to have actual, not only just a level, but you have to have the stuff to do it with. The payment, basically. It's nothing to do with cash at a hand, but you could pay to get the stuff on in there. So, and what it is it's through like technology you can go through, mainly. And you want to mainly work on what this is to help out. I mean, it's probably more wiser to do all of them, and then, I mean, just kind of start out and then kind of concentrate on one skill. Once you get enough into one, and then start moving on as you go along. This right here is locked, and I mean, it's not locked where we can't view them, but we can't really do anything with them yet. Then once you've done all the donating of resources, you come in here, you collect, especially if someone else does it. You also get rewards. See, rewards you can get for free. Let's see what we got in here messages wise. Anyway, I'm sorry about being quiet there. But anyway, let me do that. What that is so you go in the messages. That mail folder means you get like kind of the messages and stuff. Like I can get a battle report. This is a system. I don't know why it goes through here too. I don't know. The new thing I signed up for, I kind of, well, see, I'll be honest with you. I do purchase stuff here and there, but I don't try to buy a whole bunch, and I don't like to buy even the bigger packages because I don't have that kind of deal on hand. Like I could spend like $100 with even so, it's still way too much money. And as it is, on top of that, you get up here for little packages here and there and blah 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 blah. You don't actually have to do that if you want to play the game, just like Final Fantasy 15. But if you want to get anywhere, yeah, in a fast amount of time, then yeah, go for it. But like, see, gift package, purchase records, you know, like stuff like that. A zombie attack report, which means I've gone out there and attacked zombies out on the map field. Same thing with resource gathering. There's a such thing as base gathering, but that's just it just gathers on its own. It doesn't. I don't have any like troops that go up to it or anything. What it does is it collects it into its little box and it counts, and it's, I guess that's the way it is. I'm not sure how to wrap that up. And so you know, this right here is good to go through. Whenever they have like events, it has like 2 days remaining. Which I would log in and do it as fast as you can. Sometimes it's a good idea to purchase packages if you want to, but I mean, other than that, you really don't have to. It's just an extra little bonus you don't really need. But this is all free right here. Like when you do like it's part of the daily routine, it combines it with that, and then it does that. It wants me to do about well, it was wanting me to do 5,000 units, something like that, of vehicles. I don't know what happened to that one. This one here is the main one that's mainly here. Like you can log in for like every day. For 1 day, I got that. That's all free. Everything in here is free. You don't have to purchase for it. Kind of the same way with most games. This game here has pop-up ads, which is nuts. I don't know if that's the same way for PC, but I think it has PC version as well. It looked like it when they did it. I mean, in fact, when they first introduced it, it was for like mobile devices like tablets and stuff. Now I think they got it for PC as well. I'm not sure on that. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Right now, I'm not concerned about it, or too concerned. But basically what it is you got to go in there and do certain things in order to get that, like 5 skills for any hero. Basically, I gotta train them up and all that, give them, cause it's at certain levels. And yeah, you can do that as many times. As a matter of fact, it's actually pretty fast on on time loading when you first start out. The higher you get, the longer it takes for it to load. But if you manage to wait long enough, it'll be quicker too. That way you can get more of an instant. Even if it might take you a couple minutes or so, but it won't be that long. So anyway, you also want to upgrade your resources. Put the resources in as it goes along, which is through the build button right there. Usually that option actually has a tutorial at the beginning of the game when you first start. I'm not doing this as a Let's Play because I've already started this game. I tend not to do that with online games anyway. Because, first of all, I can already teach you about the game, but because there's no real into the game, so to me it's not worthwhile going, okay, let's play. I mean, unlike Elder Scrolls, even though it can be online and stuff, with your buddies, but it's like you can do that as bonuses or something. But like if I were to show you how to do quests and stuff, you can do like create characters like in World of Warcraft that can do that. Okay. That was weird. So anyway, I'm gonna go to World Map. World Map to show you. You hear all that, that's because people are fighting monsters and stuff. And when you have alliances, you gotta fight against. Yeah, it's like that too. It's the same thing as a clan or guild. People seem to say, "Oh, there's a difference." No, there isn't. So yeah, and it's good to have everyone near you. I've never fairly had everybody near me, but I've seen like what they did at in most games. They're like these. They had their bases together. I never could get everyone around. I didn't even know how to do that. I didn't even really bother to push for it or anything. So yeah, and I'm guessing that's what it says whenever you're on the world map. Is where it says My City when you're logged in. And by the side of it, if you're in Alliance, it'll tell you like say DVD, Leo or Lio. I'm not sure anymore because I'm so. Anyway, so then there's you gotta attack zombies. Window is a rally type thing. I don't ask me about this. I'm not sure how that works. Get resources, and these are where you can get the gems at. Yeah, because you basically put your deal on there, and it just like. But you gotta mess with this and edit like you can like edit troops and stuff in there. And when you first start, you gotta actually put stuff in there. And then have them gather. See, what I didn't get at first is like how this worked, because this was the first one I got. I didn't know it was a turtle truck. This one here, because it has this on here, it's my class truck. So you got to use that to attack enemies with. And the reason why I had Broly up there because Broly was originally down there, and that was my first unit, and that's when I was attacking. I didn't have any bad luck with it or anything, but I'm supposed to be using that one. So. But in any case, I made it much more stronger. And, yeah, you gotta attack rebel bases. They're actually zombies that have taken over. These are where you get your iron stuff, because you want to gather it, but you don't have to do that right away. You have plenty of time to do that as you go along. It's actually a good idea to do that so that you can keep on top of it, because a lot of times in game it'll take a while before it loads up to get to fully. The longer you have to wait, and because the more you have to do in order to do things like attacking zombies and all that, just to level up your heroes and stuff. Which, by the way, heroes. Let's see. Push the home button. Which, by the way, there's a icon for home on the deal. That's for the world map. Whenever you're in here, they'll show the world map, and when you put on that, it'll have like which is a house icon, means home. So you push that, that means you're in your base. You can't hardly see what this is, but it's a radar. It's kind of buried there, which don't matter anyway, because nobody can see your base in this game. In fact, I don't even understood how you could have seen in Final Fantasy 15, but a lot of people could see my deal. And anyway, oh, here we go again. Excuse me for a moment. I want to take care of some zombies. I'm gonna take away from my base. Okay, and this is the place. And when you first start out, you won't have an alliance. You can at some point after the tutorial ends and all that. You can either join one or create one. I suggest that you do either one, whichever one you're comfortable with. I would only recommend, though, as far as creating one, be prepared to be in charge and do all kinds of things. It's not that harder to lead. It's just more hard to understand, like all the command features and stuff, because they have all these different features for each game when you go into join one, or whether it's a clan, guild, or alliance. They also have the hospitals. I'd recommend you upgrade that as much as you can, as per your level of your base, which is this right here. And you want to constantly, when it gets like halfway point, like, I wouldn't worry about it if it gets down a little bit, but if they get low, you click on this, which is a transport, and you scroll it up if you can, and then basically have one of your vehicles do that. You click on transport, you click on unit, say dispatch. I'm not going to worry about it right now because I'm not too far down. Same thing with this one here. When it gets low enough, do the same thing. I wouldn't wait till it gets red, but you can if you want to. But I would recommend that you do it at halfway, because that way it keeps it up. And maybe don't right now, it's down a little bit, it's fine. Like that one right there. This one here needs resources, and I'm going to transport it right now.
Roger that.
Because it keeps up my electricity, so that I can have plenty of electricity to do things with. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right here. This is where you get your heroes at. You actually get some for free. And there's, you need that.
Job's done.
I thought this was the super one, I don't know, but I guess, you know, whatever. And if you want to know how to split your heroes, one, I would wait till you get like duplicates of it, because it makes more sense. Two, I mean, you know, just in case. But if you run out of room and you don't have any place to put them, then I guess get rid of them, I guess, and use them more valuably. I wouldn't personally do that. I personally like to keep at least one of each and every one of them. Hang on a minute while I take care of this. Anyway, also, there is the clone factory, and I don't know how that works, but it's something about cloning zombie soldiers or something. I haven't really used it much. I actually haven't much used it at all, apart from building it and having it there. That's it. Because it was something that I needed from my base. I don't know why, but also there's this thing here. You want to upgrade it as much as you can per level, and you want to use your resources whenever you can get enough. This is another reason why you have to upgrade your base and go out and mine or farm for resources, so that you can do this. Because otherwise it takes too damn long to get enough resources so you can upgrade your buildings, so you can do all this and do that. And you need research for everything. There's also research and technology, but that's only like basically, I don't know, like I showed you before. And you want to always click on that. NBC has to be, unfortunately, upgraded before this can be upgraded, which is the HQ. What you would think the HQ would be your base, not in this game. Headquarters is a thing to do like rallies and stuff. You have to be at least level 4, which is nuts. They don't tell you when you first begin. They just say that you have to have a headquarters. So, and the only rallies that you can do are between enemy bases and windows. and you have to be level 4. If you also for the slots, you have to be higher level. I don't know what level you actually have to be for that, but I will update you on that as we go along. You know, like in the future or something. Because I don't know about that. I'm still barely learning about this. Here's the clone lab. This week's cloning is done. Come back next month. I never even donated. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't donate nothing. Huh. I wonder if they're doing that. I mean, then again, they were always showing up before I was even had that. I don't know. Maybe it's the reason why I'm getting it now again. I don't know. Also, you want to upgrade this as soon as you can, but I wouldn't do it very often because that takes up way too much resources. Just like doing this. And it takes a while because you also have to worry about money, or you're basically cash in this game, which is in-game cash. Luckily, you don't have to buy it, unlike in most games, which is nuts. Or you have to wait for a very long time before you can earn anything like, what, 2 cash at a time, or whatever happens to be per event. This game, you can actually earn it. Yeah. So, you know, which is one of your main source of incomes. Now, this right here is your tack, and that means a lot more than it is. If you want to go attack things that are like going to be strong enough that you have to kill, even a level 1, which is weird. You have to actually have a certain amount of troops. So let's see here. And if you want to do here, see, this is how I started. I had it to where my alliance. Actually, I never bothered with it anyway until much later, until I've gotten more just acquainted to the game and stuff, where I can get more attuned to it. But basically, like in this game, it says alliance settings. Alright, like open recruitment. If I turn it off, anybody can join, and they don't have to apply. So, you know, like I said, once you change the game, the name, it's free. After that, you have to pay for it. Just like the first time, if you want to do it early on in the game. Now, you could merge alliances, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're willing to either give up control or have it to where they understand that as long as you're still in control, you know, you don't mind sharing equal share. But you have to do it with somebody you trust. You can't just say, okay, I'll merge, because a lot of times people make that mistake, then boom, everything's taken away from them. Especially even if they go back, go away for a while and they come back, it's like they have no say. Especially when they get booted out of their own place. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was just a part of that. I just created that. What the hell happened, man? They rush into that. So, anyway. I lost a few people in here. One of them was a commander. Yeah, these are my... This is the research center. You can actually tap on this if you want to do it a bit shorter. It doesn't matter what you do it there. Or you click on the building itself. Same thing, really. But when you come out here, I don't think you can do research. Nope, you can't. This right here is where all your items are. Looks like a briefcase with a cube in it. That's where your items are. Hey, what's up?